Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the Moor Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for March 6th, going into the 9th. Hope everybody had a good week trading. I'm going to start off with the natural gas here. Okay, left to maintain gap higher on the day and a minor bullish reversal below. Warned about yesterday. I had said that this went out, was coming in strong on the day. I said right here where I said this is coming in strong on the day, and we rallied for the whole day. I said decent trade back above where this 304.10 line came in today at 302.10, a warrant of renewed strength. And we rallied from 302.10 up to 327.50. And I said we were likely starting the next stretch in a bullish correction trend against the move down from 408.50 with initial possible exhaustion levels at 326.80 to 304, which we held right here with a 327.50 high and rolled over a little bit. However, it's a little bit early for one of these to move to hold more than temporarily until Monday afternoon. Now, if we take out this line above here, that comes in at 330 even, plus 0.8 of a tick per hour, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Sunday. That's going to open up the upside to higher trade again. Your next exhaustion level up here is 337.20 to 430, but the break above that will probably be enough to blow us through that. And then your next exhaustion level you're looking at is 355.90 to 358.50. And that would be in, by the time we get up there on Monday afternoon, if we get up there Monday afternoon, then that would be within the ideal time frame for that to hold more than temporarily. Maintain gap lower on Monday would leave a minor bearish reversal above and negate that minor bullish reversal below. Okay, crude oil. Another strong day today, gapped higher. Bear with me just a moment, please. Okay. I just want to calculate one more thing. All right. Okay, so we retired some of these major calls we had up here to the downside from 80.82. We saw $25.93 to the downside, another one in here. Those were retired today. And then because we've traded up above them, those levels, we held exhaustion with the 54.89 low and have rallied $37.72 up to 92.61. And a number of different calls in here all bullish. The most recent one was breaking back above this line right in here. Bear with me just a minute. The trade back above 77 even plus 11 per hour, which has brought in $15.61 to the upside. Maintain gap lower on Monday would leave a minor bearish reversal above. Also, just wanted to highlight something I had mentioned a while ago on the analysis, but hadn't really gone over. But in this heating oil, we looked at this when I originally said that the heat should lead the upside. we'd broken above here originally, saw 1200, and then saw a 1200 point smack down below it. And then when we broke back above it, I said should see substantial strength. And from that, 269.78 line, we've rallied up to 374.85. So been a very nice move out of here to the tune of $44,000 per lot in a matter of a week. All right, jumping back over to RBOB. Really been strong in here too. A maintained gap low in there on Monday would leave a minor bearish reversal above. If you're ever wondering, by the way, what I'm calculating, sometimes I keep a whole spreadsheet here. This keeps all the profits of all the calls that we've made over time, like being long the gold from 1183.70 for the profit going up, and same thing with all these other commodities. So that's what I was updating in here in the RBOB. The recently from the 191.84 level, we've seen 84.46 cents to the upside, and I was also updating this for 276.30. Sorry. Bear with me just a moment. So yeah, from holding exhaustion at 191.84, we've bounced 84.46 cents to the upside, and a lot of other bullish calls in here. Decent trade back below this formation right here, which is steep, comes in at 268 even, plus 38 per hour, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Sunday. That'll warrant decent pressure. We'd held the bottom of this exhaustion initially here at 268.40 with a 268.61 high, and rolled over down to 257.58. Now we're sort of holding the upper bounds of it right here at 276.75 with a 276.30 high. Next level is going to be at 290.45. And in the heating oil, $374.85. So the heating oil has attained $1.72.09 to the upside from holding 202, exhaustion at 202.76. And a number of other bullish calls in here. Again, this is what I was talking about in here. The solid break above 269.39 and 92 now warrants a solid strength. And we'd seen $1.412 going into that, and now it's $1.0493. Interestingly, the heat was leading the upside in this run up, but is now running out of steam. And the RBOB to heat spread broke below this formation decently and back above it decently. So this is poised for higher trade now, meaning that the RBOB should lead the heating oil to the upside now, or vice versa. If this rolls over, the heating oil will likely lead downside. The maintain gap higher, and that RBOB to heat tomorrow will also, Monday will also leave a minor bullish reversal below. Just a quick look at these cracks here. This heat crack broke below this formation, traveled up underneath it, and then broke this one here. So that's got You can read about those in the cracks that I'm going to send out later. So that's bearish, meaning that the RBOB should be weak relative to the crude, and the RBOB crack also had a significant failure today as well, failing back below this formation. We saw a nice move up here, and then we fell back down below it and below these, and really saw this come off. So, okay, moving on to the Brent. Another major jump today. Maintain gap low in there on Monday is going to leave a minor bearish reversal above. Excuse me. Let me just go back to the heat for 1 minute. I don't think I finished that up right. Okay, so the heating oil is in this upward kind of channel right here. If we fail back down through this formation right here, that's going to warrant a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 345.15 plus 59 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Sunday. Maintain gap lower in there, will leave a minor bearish reversal above. The RBOB, the Brent, maintain gap lower on Monday, will leave a minor bearish reversal above as well. Okay. This is 94.64. Okay. In here, the trade above 59.69 is now brought in. Had brought in 29.81 coming into today, but that's going on to attain $34.95. A number of other bullish calls in here. Now, we had held this exhaustion initially this morning, blew through it, and now we're holding this upper exhaustion level here, which comes in at 94.88 to 95.99. Above that, the next one's not to 105.06. I'd also state that we broke above this formation talked about in here. That was the trade above 83.23. And that's going on to attain $11.41. If we were to fail back down through this formation right here, that's going to warrant a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 84.69 plus 7 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Sunday. Okay, and then on to the gas oil. Kind of a muted top up here today at 108.700. Okay, so in here, we held exhaustion at 594.15 with the 596.25 low. No, let me back up a little bit. We held exhaustion at the 567 low and rallied $520. A lot of other bullish calls in here. I would note also in here, we had a pretty sizable suggestion. I said the trade above 709.25, projected this upward 50 minimum, 170 plus maximum. And we've gone on to attain 377.75 of that. Now, all that stuff is on hold because we failed below this formation, traveled up underneath it, tried to break back above them, but didn't. And we also coincidentally held this exhaustion level, the bottom of which came in at 108.3 even, and we held that with a 108.7 even high and roll over a little bit. If we break back above these lines, that's going to warrant a renewed strength. This one comes in at 107.800, and the other one comes in at 110.896. And going into Monday, the